Good morning. Happy January 3rd, Nope, that's incorrect. It's January 4th. Literally, I'm looking at the date and the 3rd popped out of my wazoo. I don't... It's just... Hi, everybody. Okay, let's start again. Good morning. It's January 4th. I'm MJ. I'm here doing your daily tarot reading for a little bit of fun and entertainment. Distraction from the absolute traumatizing chaos that continues to explode into our airwaves. So much compassion and love. I usually lean, towards the oppressed, certainly, and yet, oftentimes people that are oppressing are very, 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 very troubled people. Wouldn't you agree? Don't you think that at this stage in the game of our human evolution, people that want to justify war and, you could say holy or political warfare, but I just think warfare generally is base and like deeply, deeply problematic. And like war is all about power. And I think power through force is actually not that powerful. Although, thank God for people that are willing to stand up for other people as well, whether we're individuals, whether we're nations. Anyway, I noticed that on my YouTube channel that sometimes when I talk about these sorts of narratives or like things that I'm passionate about, basically, which is making the world a better place and all that kind of stuff. It's deep inner work often to find that unifying compassion piece and to actually like have some sense of acceptance and then also like forgiveness, even for like the worst things ever, for ourselves as well. Like be mindful of the inner critic. I recognize that with myself and client work, that so often it's our own inner critic just beating ourselves up. You stupid human, and no, find the love and the compassion for yourself so that you can then radiate it, so that you can share it abound. I don't have answers. I just am an online entrepreneur. I show up and do this stuff. And my tarot reading is intuitive. That signals to you that you want to be resonating. I'm not using traditional tarot, nor am I a psychic. I use tarot as a tool to gain insight. I'm just a very intuitive person. It's in my birth chart. It's in my human design reading. I have a kind of contained spiritual insight. So, it's a hellish Shazam, my lovers. Feel free to book a private reading. I'll never request that from you. I'll never private message people offering readings, okay? If that happens, it's scamology supreme. Okie dokie, so let's look at these cards for the Ultra Love TV Collective, specifically Instagram. FYI, I'll just remind you guys, I'm now again off TikTok. Takes too much storage on my phone, and it's just too much. So Instagram and YouTube, here we are. This looks like meetings to me. Yes, January 4th, so Thursday. This looks like meetings that are leading to sort of decisive action, or the team of you are having to make a decision. I mean, ideally, you're wanting to make a decision to either bring in more money or bring the team, the business, the collaborative energy to calmer waters. Hence calling this meeting, like, yeah, we got to have a chat about this, that, or the other. I feel like if you're a boss, vibratory, then you and some other boss figures or managers or CEOs, whatever, in the company structure are going to have to come. You're pulling a meeting possibly about somebody in the work environment who I could say lightly isn't pulling their weight. I'm hearing actually like borderline abusive. This person might be like a little bit manipulation and creating a disharmony in the working environment. And I think it's about the rightful dismissal, or, having a team with peeps to try to reorganize the work structure to be like a happy family. What's that expression? Like a thorn in the group, or this is a Knight of Pentacles, by the way, that I'm looking at. They're in the reverse, which, in the upright, Knight of Pentacles would put their work in. They would be possibly a bit slow moving, but methodical, detail oriented, probably, and again, maybe a bit on the slow side, but thoughtful, and a lot to give to any situation. They're in the reverse though, and I really do get a sense of somebody who's possibly borderline, like in the bullying realm. They could kind of have certain tactics where they might bully other coworkers, hence having a meeting with yourself, with higher ups. I do actually feel for a lot of you, you're quite high up in this sort of meeting realm. Thus, your managers or people that you employ are like calling a meeting with you to be like, yeah, we've got a problem child, right? We have somebody in the working environment who doesn't play ball, who doesn't want to be part of the team. Because the potential is here, and or you've already achieved that. Like, within the working environment, you've likely created this sense of joyful abundance, or certainly have the potential for it. After probably you've been through a phase of burnout, you've been through a phase of like not being trusted, other way around, betrayed by people, right? Where you have to like navigate getting out of a situation where like, holy shazam, I trusted that person and they completely pulled the wool over or ripped the rug out or whatever it might be. You're like, hallelujah, coming into greater joyful presence, right? But central to this is having a meeting with some coworkers, people that are affiliated obviously within the working situation, because it's foundational. And I do feel like you're pulling in this meeting, or like a manager or whomever is pulling in this meeting because there's a problematic situation. It's heavy manipulation. Yeah, like they would like to pretend to be this. They would like to say they're doing that. And I think they might be, on this occasion too, they might be pulling... when manipulators, they often will push the edge, or just people with maybe not so much self-awareness. Often is the case, they'll push the edge, right? And that the pushing of the edge is usually what gets them called out. Somebody finally catches them out doing something shady, not above board. And that's where there's a 3 of Wands in the reverse, and that for some reason is an energy making me think of like this person might be asked to leave. You could be the person to do it. Let's pick a few more cards. I mean, I think this is a warranted situation. They're on their way out. They might even be, what's the expression, moonlighting? I think that's part of it, like with this sort of business vibratory. I'm like, if somebody's like in a working situation, going to other businesses looking for work, but also saying like, oh yeah, I work for this company, that part of the shadiness, you could say, although most often I think people are just looking for better or more aligned work. But, at the same time, the purpose of not working in all the different competitors, or like they talk about moonlighting, is because like you can be, what's the word, like a traitor. You could be like double crossing the people you're working for, or like giving insider details, right? Okie dokie. This energy, FYI, has been coming through a fair bit with regards to like being mindful of our ancestral stuff. Look a little deeper. So, we're all navigating a sort of surface level perception of our reality, and then so often is the case where it's like, yes, there's that, but then go deeper and there's more. There's more wisdom. There's more... I want to say something about creativity, creation energy, right? There's more. And I think around just getting, taking care of business, that vibe, around the whole taking care of business for you, prioritizing happy family home life, and also giving yourself permission to like let more creativity unfold in your life. I'd really allow it. And some of you, it could be that there's a book in you that you want to write. There's something that you're wanting to like put down to then create. So there could be contracts, yes, but moreover, I feel like the contractual arrangements you're making are, and again, it could have something to do with your ancestral lineage, your parents, your grandparents, the people that have come before you. They are like, I'll bring it to life. Like, so there's something deep in your energetic reserve around creative inspiration, beauty. I really get that feeling for some of you. It's just like, you're here to bring beauty into the world in harmony, right? With your really loving heart. So it's a beautiful thing. And a big part of that manifestation energy comes from you looking after you, your home front, your loved ones. If you have, some of you have kids, partners, etc. There's always a major focus on kind of prioritizing that and focusing on it. So it's a bit of a Holla Shazam, isn't it, my lovers? Have a great day, you guys. I'm so happy to be here. What a weird and wonderful twist and turn and down in the mud few years it's been, and I am feeling a bit steadier, thank God, and just like I've said a bajillion times, happy to be here, and a huge part of that being here is because of you guys just being like, what up, MJ, we like the dailies, and other businesses that I've collaborated with, and people, friends, etc. I'm just so grateful for life itself and existence, despite the horrific pain we all go through, and despite the fact that we live in a kind of criminal economy. We'll talk about that another day, or go check out my YouTube channel. But otherwise, keep the peace, my lovers. May peace be with you, and also with you, MJ. Oh, thanks a lot. Have a great day, you guys. Peace out.